Hi Aries, welcome to your reading with me here at Crystal's Bella. So today we're going to be taking a look at what you're up to. Okay, Aries, we're going to be using this spirit animal oracle deck, spirit animal. So the spirit animal will let us know what you are going through right now. What is Aries going through right now for Aries? Aries, Aries, what is Aries going through? Wow, such a nice card. Okay, screenshot. All right, so let me read this for you. The keyword here is sight. The spirit animal is owl. Okay, the keyword is sight. Detach your emotions from situations that you cannot control. Okay, so for some of you Aries, you might be going through a situation where you could be very emotionally involved. Okay, but this situation is something that is out of control. It's not within your control. Okay, maybe it's like a perhaps like an illness, a sickness, a natural illness, a natural disaster, a misfortune that happened, or someone that you cannot control. Someone, we cannot control people, we cannot change their mind, and you feel very deeply for this situation. Okay, and your lesson here that you're supposed to be learning is to detach your emotions from this situation. So we're going to be leaving this card here. Okay, and we're going to be taking a look at what is your spirit and your soul's stage of learning, at your current energy. Okay, at this time when you're reading and when you're watching this video, at this time when you're watching this video is when the universe, divine timing found you. Okay, the universe found you at this divine timing. Okay, you're meant to watch this at this time, this day and time in life. So we have here acceptance for you, Aries. Okay, so your soul, your spirit, is learning to acceptance. So in your situation, maybe you need to learn to accept that this is how things is going to be. Okay, and you cannot control the situation, you cannot control the outcome, you cannot control, there's so many things that that we want to do, we want to help, we want to change, but sometimes it's really beyond our means, and sometimes we need to learn acceptance. Okay, so that's perhaps what the your soul, your spirit wants you to learn. All right, so for Aries, okay, welcome to your reading. Now we're going to check out your tarot card. Okay, we're going to be clarifying this situation here with our traditional tarot cards. Okay, and yes, this is where we get all the juicy details of your life. All right, Aries, this is where we get all the juicy details. So stay tuned to find out. And if these two cards already resonates with what you're going through, be sure to watch till the end, because right at the end we will pull out one affirmation card here from the universe. Okay, one final important message from the universe to help you go through your current situation. All right. Okay, so for Aries, whoa. Okay, things are out of control. Okay, so for Aries, Aries, for Aries. So in your current situation, we have Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands. Okay, so I feel that for Aries, for some of you, okay, in your current situation, there could be a group of people or a situation or an environment, okay, who does not recognize your efforts, who does not recognize your 你的付出, the time, the effort, the money, the heart and soul that you pour into helping this situation. Okay, could be your relationship, it could be your work environment. Okay, but there's this group of people who do not see your value, who does not see your value, and who does not appreciate what you're doing, and who does not want to change. Okay, who does not want to change their idea about the situation, or to have more options. Okay, to listen. Okay, and we have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is about all your efforts that you have been putting in. Okay, all the time and effort that you have been putting in this situation. Okay, you have been very active in this situation. Okay, you have been very actively, giving advice, giving servicing, giving your service, okay, giving your service to this bunch of people, this group of people, to this situation. But people do not see it, they do not appreciate it, they do not understand it. Okay, I feel that they do not understand that you have poured your heart and soul into this situation. All right, so now we know your situation. Let's take a look at a possible outcome from what the universe has to say. Okay, so this is one possible outcome. There are many, many outcomes, right? Okay, there's infinite possibilities. Okay, and whatever you choose to do is your own freedom, is your choice. So take only what resonates and leave what does not. So what's a possible outcome from this situation? We have the Lovers, Seven of Wands, and Five of Swords. Okay, a possible outcome is that, okay, you feel like you have the constant need to defend yourself. Okay, you need to explain. There's so much explaining to do, okay, in your situation. This outcome is that there will be never ending explanation. You need to explain, you need to defend yourself, you need to defend your actions, you need to teach them, you need to guide them. It feels like very frustrating, and there's so many things that is out of control for you. Okay, and then we have the Lovers and the Five of Swords. Okay, and it will lead to a bad argument, okay, a bad conflict. Okay, there will be so many communication problems. Okay, especially with um, someone that you love dearly, a very close partner, a very close person in the family, a very close person in your work environment. Okay, the possible outcome is that you need to there is a situation where things will get out of control. Your emotions will also get out of control. The other person's emotions will also get out of control, and there will be a fight where you just wanna win the argument, okay, which is not what we want to see, right? Okay, I'm not sure about Aries. Okay, maybe that's what you want to see, but I'm a very timid person. That's not what I want to see. So we'll see what the universe has for you as advice. Okay, so let's take a look at the advice portion. We have Justice in reverse, the Star, and Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so all right. Okay, so the universe is the message here. Okay, is what you need to learn from this situation. What is the lesson? How can you make things better? Is the Star here in the middle? The Star here is to uh, let nature takes its course. Okay, um, be one with the nature. Be one with peace. Okay, I'm feeling a lot of peace energy. Okay, so perhaps, okay, the universe wants you to find peace, a peaceful solution. Okay, to accept. Okay, the certain situations we need to accept, certain opinions we need to accept. Okay, even if it's different from us, we need to learn to accept. Okay, we need to learn to find peace, not accept and then feel grudge. Okay, we need to accept and feel peace with it. Okay, even if it feels unfair. Okay, even if it feels like it's injustice. Maybe you feel like, hey, very infuriated, like, hey, that's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, that's not the right way, that's not fair, that is not the right way. Okay, you have this tendency to feel that way. Okay, but okay, relax, cool down. Okay, yes, you can feel unfair, but what about your emotions? Okay, the owl. Okay, detach your emotion from situations that you cannot control. Okay, maybe the judge says, okay, maybe your boss has the final say. Your boss says no means no, and it's out of your control already, right? So there is no point to get even more upset from the outcome already. So the lesson here is to accept, okay, and detach your emotion. Detach your emotion, okay? Detach your emotion, find peace, find peace in your situation, okay, maybe you can think about, okay, if I change my perspective, if I change my stance, if I accept this, if I follow what the decision is, okay, what what am I gonna lose? Okay, what am I gonna lose? What am I gonna gain? Am I gonna be losing something very important? If it's very important, then what can you do about it? Rather than, you know, being very upset, but there's no solution to it. Okay, so this is what your spirit and your soul is going through to grow, okay, to grow so that you can move up one level, okay, so that your higher self is getting nearer and nearer to you so you can move one level higher and higher and higher. Okay, so I hope this reading is helpful towards you, Aries, and we're going to be pulling out one last message from the affirmation deck here. From the affirmation deck. Okay, what is one last message for Aries? Okay, here we go. Screenshot. All right. Dear Aries, impossible isn't something that can't be done. It's just something that hasn't been done before. Okay? Impossible. Okay. Why am I hearing your voice in my ear when I'm talking about finding peace, accepting, detach your emotion, and what is your response? No way. I'm not doing that. That's impossible. If that was your response, to the universe, impossible. No, I'm not doing that. No way, that's not gonna happen. That is impossible. The universe has a message for you. There you go. Impossible isn't something that can't be done. It's just something that hasn't been done before. So what the universe wants you to do is try. Okay, try. Never try, never know. All right, I hope this reading helped you. I hope it resonated. If you like my reading, if you want to see more, please remember to like my video and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss the next videos that I'm going to release. All right, I'll see you soon in the next reading. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.